Demodex blepharitis has become a very popular topic of recent time. And it's not because it's new or starting to form more often. It's actually always been there for many years, but becoming much more knowledgeable about the disease, much more understanding of it, much more effective treatments. So that's why it's become a popular topic at meetings and in discussions and even for patients. So I think you have to have a set regimen when this presents. And first of all, the key is the diagnosis. You're typically going to see a lot of cylindrical dandruff, or these kind of debris that surrounds the base of the lash. And it can be quite dense. It's usually clear in presentation. Patients will complain about itching more so than mattering, even loss of lashes. And it tends to be, very concentrated at the base, but also progressive to where they'll lose lashes. And if you make that diagnosis, then the key treatment is something with tea tree oil in it. Now we know that high concentrations of tea tree oil or even homemade solutions tend to be too toxic and cause a lot of problems to the eyelid. So you really have to go with a commercial option. One such option would be the OcuSoft Demodex swab kit. It's essentially a kit that contains both the take-home product as well as the swab sticks. And the swab sticks, you simply break them, you apply them after a little anesthetic to the base of the lashes, such as Tetravisc. Once the eyelids are numb, then you would apply that solution. It's kind of a yellow, you'll smell the color right away, and it covers that area. And I think one of the big advantages of the OcuSoft swab stick is that for Demodex is that it contains sea buckthorn oil as well as a coconut oil combination, and that allows the 50% tea tree oil to mix well in the solution, and all of them are effective against Demodex. You get a lot less toxicity, in my opinion, than the previous homemade versions we used to do about 5 or 10 years ago. And so once that's applied, then you use it to remove all of the debris. The Demodex itself will start to move out in these patients, and then finally I would wait about 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, anesthetize the eyelids again topically, and then do it one more time, cleaning the eyelashes. Sometimes you could use a mechanical cleaner. Other times you could use the swab stick itself. Some people even use certain brushes that are effective. But the key is to really get in there, to treat it, to give it a little time, and then to treat it once again on that same visit. I think this is important because this is a pathogen that will lead to many problems in patients, including advanced MGD. One side note, you don't want to scare patients. You don't want to use the word infestation. You don't want to use the word parasites. Even though they are technically parasites, the facts are that the average healthy human being has over 2,000 Demodex on them at any single time. So these are normal. The problem is they oversupply or overproduce, and at that point you have to get them back down to the normal level so they don't cause significant damage to the ocular surface and eventually severe dry eye.